Carmen here from Platinum Landscaping and Designs here in upstate New York. It's kind of dark out right now because I've been plowing for a couple days now, pretty much straight. We got a nasty storm up here in upstate and left about 8 inches, 3 inches one day, 4 inches another day, an inch another day. But I made a video on this tractor on the Pride Land of it breaking shear pins. So I'm going to show you. I bought a whole bunch right here. I bought a whole bunch of shear pins because I was breaking them like every day. At least like 4 driveways I'm breaking them, and I'm seeing on videos people are all confused on why these shear pins are breaking. I'm going to tell you why right now. You see this gauge right here? This gauge is where it sets down the blower. If you have that blower tilt all the way down, those motors are banging onto the ground, and what's doing that doom 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 is what's banging on those shear pins, which breaks the shear pins. So if you just set it down and you adjust it to your adjuster, you could keep it at any RPMs as long as you just keep that off the ground and just skimming the ground. It does a really good job. Some people think that they have to put it right down onto the ground, and then once they do that and they get going, they're scraping the ground, it's getting caught, the tractor feels like it's getting stuck and then lets go. It's because it's too low to the ground. You have to adjust this adjuster, and then you should be fine. And I haven't broke a shear pin at all today, which is a miracle, because I started to figure out that you have to really adjust this, and you have to really figure out where that thing has to sit so it's just barely scraping the ground so the augers are off that ground. So, like I said, hang on a second here. Let me get out of this tractor, and I'll show you in the back. Like I said, it is dark in here, which is kind of a pain in the butt to see when I come around here. But over here, like I said, the shear pins are down into here, and there's one shear pin over there. And so if you just level it just right so that cutting edge is just touching the ground and those augers ain't touching the ground, as you can see, they're very close to the ground. So if you drop this all the way down to the ground, it's doing that thump, 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 thump. That means that the augers are hitting the ground, and you're going to break shear pins left and right. So if you just set that just right, so where those blades is just touching the ground, every driveway will be perfect. I set that one time and haven't touched it since, and hasn't broken a shear pin. So if you have any comments or questions, put them in below, like, subscribe, and check out some of my other videos.